Hey everybody, this is John from Legacy Woodworking Machinery, and one of the common questions I get asked is how do you do turning on the Maverick CNC machine? Well, today I'm going to introduce you to CCAM Pro. This is a phenomenal program developed by Tracy and some of our greatest customers, Mike Resch and some others. Today we're going to start by just working on a spindle, and let's take a look at it. You're going to look at this guy here, and just a very basic spindle. It's 36 inches long, it's 1 3/4 in diameter. And we're going to work on making this into a staircase baluster. So step number one is to just kind of sketch out our part. I've sketched out this one to give us 6 inches from both ends. Then we have this nice cut here with the shallow classic point, 1 inch diameter. I've also added a V-bit right here, which is going to do what's called a lamb's tongue as it transitions from square, you can see up here, down to round. So it's going to give us a little bit of just something more in there as it does that clean transition with a beautiful end. Now, once you've got that basic spindle design, there's lots of things you can do with it. So let's take a look at some of the variations that we're going to do. Here is a Spindle Series. This is number 2. This will be the second spindle that we tackled in this series of videos. What we're going to do here is we're just going to add a rope to it. Now, ropes can go right or they can go left, or you can go both directions and make a really cool diamond pattern. That is 100% up to you. This one, we're going to do a right. It's going to spiral up to the right. Our next spindle that we're going to work on is going to be the barley twist spindle. Now, this is a classic design. This old English design that's very common out in the UK, and it's going to look something like this. This is an 1.5 inch barley twist bit with a 1 start. So you're going to notice how the board almost looks like it's twisting around itself. Beautiful, timeless pattern. Again, we're using these same measurements, 6 and that 1 inch shallow classic on both ends to make that transition. It's going to be a really cool looking spindle. All right, the next one in our series is going to be this one here. Now this is really cool. It is a fluted spindle. You're going to see that come up right here. What we're going to do is we're going to actually just draw one of them here so we can look at it. Then we're going to look at the end here. What I was going for here was about the same distance in our flute as we had in our flat. And when I calculated that out, it ended up being about 12 flutes around this diameter right here. That's going to give us both the start point, the end point, and the number of flutes around the outside. A CCAM Pro will divide that 12 into the 360 and rotate it just the right amount each time. Phenomenal program, and again, it's very, very user-friendly, and that's what I want to show you today. In spindle number 5, we're going to do something a little different. Instead of flutes, we're going to go ahead and do reeding. Now, reeding is another timeless classic. It's going to look more like this on the ends. So we use a point cutting round over bit right here. It's going to run 10 times around, give us these beautiful reeded section in our staircase baluster. After those ones, we're going to go ahead now and go to something just a little bit more, let's call it easy in this one's case. What we're going to do here is just going to be a real simple taper. You're going to see that right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start up here at the top, here. And we're going to taper down. We're going to see how we can come all the way down the edge, or rather the shallowest point, or I guess the deepest point of our router bit here. It's going to give us a nice tapered design. Something that's very hard to do on a lathe to get a nice straight taper, but on the Maverick CNC, it is one of the simplest, easiest, fastest things you can do. And the last one we're going to do is going to take all these spindles to the next level, and we're going to do kind of a wine glass shape. We're going to do some curves on the spindle here. So what we're going to do on this one is we're actually going to start at the bottom, or the deepest point of the cut. We're going to contour up, swing it back down, and then bring it up here again to the top edge, giving us a nice shape to it. So these are going to be the 7 spindles we're going to do in our CCAM Pro tutorial series as we work on just doing some basic turning. Now, there's a lot more that this program can do, everything from finger joints, dovetails, mortise and tenons, surfacing, and even multi-sided in all of these options. So, hope you guys follow along in the videos as I do these ones. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I cannot wait to get started on these ones. We will see you guys the next one. Be nice to each other.